Well, I guess it'd be about time to get this warmed up and going. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, now, how be this get to working again?
Press the button.
Which
no,
button?
No, not that one.
Not this
the
button.
left.
That one.
No, your other left.
This other one.
Oh,
Which one are you talking about?
I meant the right. No,
What
but not
are you-
that big red one.
The-
The
this
other
way.
red button.
Not-
Just not the big, happy, shiny one.
You mean the one I just pushed?
Yeah, for crying out
Oh,
loud. You don't
righty.
know what you're doing.
I know perfectly well what I'm doing.
Not that button. For crying out loud. You just sit here on your patootie. You play
Well,
with your buttons. I go make coffee.
You do that, but don't slam the door. Well, here it be. The beginning of something new. I don't be knowing what it be, but it just feels important to say it somehow. Or near the beginning, but the beginning of the... Aye, it's the beginning of the show. Aye, that be exactly what it be. Aye, we've had a number of people being talking about the Halloweeny. Aye, that be right. They're getting all ready for the Halloweeny. Not even letting summer come to its proper end. They're trying to get us all revved up and ready to go. But you must admit, the Halloweeny season, while just around the corner, it be a whole lot of fun. But let all seasons have their season. Give 'em time. But just to give you a taste of what be coming your way, let us have a little DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince with Nightmare on My Street, just to give us a little taste of what'll be coming along before much longer. Welcome back, me mateys, welcome back. I do not know what be in store for us, but I'm sure that we can weather any of the storms or sweet waters that come our way.
To tell about this guy, you all know me as me scared as hell. He comes to me at night after I crawl into bed. He's burnt up like a weenie and his name is Fred. He wears the same hat and sweater every single day, and even if it's hot outside, he wears it anyway. He's home when I'm awake, but he shows up when I'm asleep. I can't believe that there's a nightmare on my street. If I remember it right, and we had just gotten back off tour last night. So the gang and I thought that it would be groovy if we summoned up the posse and dumb rushed the movies. I got Angie, Jeff got Tina, Reddy Rock got some girl I've never seen in my life. That was alright though, cause the lady was chill. Then we dipped to the theater set to ill. We saw Elm Street, and man, it was death. And everything seemed alright when we left. But when I got home and laid down to sleep, that began the nightmare, but on my street. It was burning in my room like an oven. My bed soaked with sweat, and man, I was bugging. I checked the clock, it had stopped at 12:30. It had melted, it was so darn hot, and I was thirsty. I went downstairs to grab some juice or a Coke, flipped the TV off, and then I almost choked when I heard this awful voice coming from behind. It said, "You turned off David Letterman, now you must die." Man, I ain't even wait to see who it was. Broke outside in my drawers and screamed so long, cuz got halfway up the block, I calmed down and stopped screaming, then thought, oh, I get it, I must be dreaming. I strolled back home with a grin on my grill. I figured since this is a dream, I might as well get ill. I walked in the house, the big bad Fresh Prince, but Freddie killed all that noise real quick. He grabbed me by my neck and said, "Here's what we'll do. We got a lot of work here, me and you. The souls of your friends you and I will claim. You've got the body and I got the brain." I said, "Yo, Fred, I think you got me all wrong. I ain't partners with nobody with nails that long. Look, I'll be honest, man, this team won't work. The girls won't be on you, Fred, your face is all burned." I pat him on the shoulder, said thanks for stopping by. Then I opened up the door and said, "Take care, guy." He got mad, drew back his arm, and slashed my shirt. I laughed laughed at first and thought, hold up, that hurt. It wasn't a dream, man, this guy was for real. I said, Freddie, Hal, it's been an awful mistake here. No further words, and then I darted upstairs. Crashed through my door, then jumped on my bed. Pulled the covers up over my head. Said, oh, please do something with Fred. He jumped on my bed, ripped through the covers with his claws, tried to get me. But my alarm went off, and then silence. It was a whole new day. I thought, I wasn't scared of him anyway. Until I noticed those rips in my sheets, and that was proof that there had been a nightmare on my street. Come on, Jeff, answer! Come on, man.
Hello?
Jeff, it's Prince, man. Jeff, wake up. Jeff, wake up.
What do you want?
Jeff, wake up, man. Listen to me, Jeff.
It's 3 o'clock
Jeff,
in the morning.
listen,
What
Jeff,
do you
would
want?
you listen to me? Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Jeff, listen to me. Don't go to
I'll
sleep,
talk to
Jeff.
you tomorrow.
Jeff,
I'm going
Jeff.
to bed.
Jeff, 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 answer me, Jeff.
I'm your DJ now, Crazy.
This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. West Philadelphia, born and raised. Playground was where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys that were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. In my neighborhood, I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, you're moving with your auntie and your uncle in Bel Air. Whistles for a cabin when it came near. The license plate said fresh and it had dice in the mirror. If anything I could say, this cab was rare. And I thought, nah, forget it. Your home's to Bel Air. Pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "Oh, home, smell you later." Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air.
Aye, and here's a bit of a twist for ye. Aye, he's sounding like Neil Young, but not Neil Young. So, doing the theme to Fresh Prince. I spun it right after the first one. I figure since we were talking about Will Smith. I figured might as well go with the other one and have a little fun with it. And no, it weren't Adam Sandler. It did sound like Adam Sandler, didn't it? No, it'd be Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon, of all people, as Neil Young doing the theme to Fresh Prince. Nice little ditty there. He put a little twist into your hair, trying to understand all of that there. Now we be a-throwing right over to what did we have here? Hi. Oh yes, the Frantics, where you were speeding.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind getting out of your train of thought?
Huh? What?
Where's the big idea, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I don't understand. I was thinking.
Yeah, your mind was wandering all over the place. May I see your degree, please?
Sure, here.
Take it out of the frame.
Sorry. It's a community college learner's permit.
You need a BA to drive this idea home.
Oh, I must have been lateral thinking and not realized it. See, I had to think fast to get around that mental block back there, and I didn't notice the limits.
This degree's expired. I ought to throw the encyclopedia at you.
Why? Is this a controlled thought zone?
Yes, it is, sir. See the sign?
School. I guess I was letting my thoughts wander all over the avenue of consideration.
You almost collided with established dogma back at those presumptions.
I wasn't thinking straight.
I see. Have you been drinking, sir?
A couple of beers, but I'm not illogical.
Well, I should stop your thought process right now, but I'm going to give you a ticket for quick thinking.
That's 3 points off my IQ.
And the fine is a penny for your thoughts.
I'll get back into the flow of normal thought, officer.
You go straight to your inevitable conclusion. It's foregone. You can't miss it.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes. Thank you very much, officer.
Okay, off with you. Kids, too damn smart for their own good.
German sparkle party. German sparkle party. Do you like to party? Yes, I like to party. Do you like to dance? Yes, I wore my party pants. Party pants. I like German sparkle party. Very hardcore sparkle party. German sparkle party. Hardcore sparkle party. Yes, I wore my rubber boots. Yes, I wore my rubber boots. Rubber boots to dance. Rubber boots and party pants. Do you like to dance? Yes, I like to dance. Do you like to party? I love to party. Hardcore 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 party. Party pants. Party pants. Party pants. Do you like to sparkle party?
That there be the something experience with German Sparkle Party. I be talking to someone this last week, and they talking about having a party. What kind of party, I say? They said a party. I said, what, a party? And they said a special kind of party. I said, what kind of something kind of party? They said something party. I said, maybe a German Sparkle Party? They all looked baffled and confuzzled, and so I had to play it just for them. Now they'll never be able to unforget that which they have heard. And now we be throwing ourselves right on over to J. Gillis Band with No Anchovies, Please.
This is the story of a young couple in Portland, Maine. While waiting for her husband Don to return home from work, she reaches for a can of anchovies. As she spreads the tiny fish across a piece of lettuce, she notices a small note at the bottom of the can. Written on it is a telephone number. Curious, she dials and is told,
Don't move, lady. We'll be right over.
Placing the phone back on the hook, she turns to see 3 smartly dressed men standing in her kitchen doorway. Before she realizes what is happening to her, she is rolled tightly in long sheets of cellophane, transported to an international airport, and placed on a waiting jetliner. All this being too much for her to comprehend, she passes out. Upon awakening, she finds herself in a strange, foreign-speaking nation. Alone, fearing her escape impossible, she seeks comfort in the arms of a confidential agent. With a trace of her kiss still warm upon his lips, he betrays her to the hands of 3 scientists who are engaged in diabolical avant-garde experiments previously performed only on insects and other small, meaningless creatures. Using her as their subject, they are delighted with the results. For the first time, a human being is transformed into a... Meanwhile, back in Portland, Maine. Her husband, Don, now chain-smoking 40 packs of cigarettes a day, sits at a local bar and has a few beers with the regulars. Bored, everyone's attention turns to the television set that just hangs from the wall.
Welcome to Bowling for Dollars.
Suddenly, Crazy Al says,
Say, Don, there sure is something familiar about that bowling ball.
To which a terrified Don replies,
Oh my God! That bowling ball! It's my wife!
And the lesson we learn from this story is, next time you place your order, don't forget to say, no anchovies, please.
Aye, wise advice, sir. Never put anchovies on a pizza. Well, in time, the other thing you should do is put pineapple on there and then give it to a friend. The kind of friend that you need to say something to, like, you zip up your fly, you have a booger hanging out your nose, or you have too much ear hair. These are things that need to be explained to certain peoples, and use pineapple on a pizza to help explain it. We'll be cutting the commercial right about now. Let's see. Oh, yes, we have a vintage commercial, usually first, and straight into our proper sponsors. Don't be forgetting, we've only got about a month, less than a month, to go till we get to the, oh, yes, I forgot for a moment. The Rocky Horror Picture Show, right there at the Elmira Drive-In. We're going to be sailing in and setting up there. So if you'll be wanting to see the old captain and see people running around in fishnet stockings, there's a great opportunity to do so both at the same time. And if you're like me, I might even swing down to the snack bar and grab a burger. They do a pretty mean burger there. You don't have to fight it too much, but it does awful tasty into the old tummy.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show is a must for all of you. If you don't go and see it, I shall personally come around to your houses and drag you out by the scruff of the neck. I shall belt you around the mouth and mouth you around the belt. Do you understand what I'm saying? See the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Rated R. Under 17. Not admitted without parent.
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe you went, maybe you couldn't. Maybe you tried. Maybe you succeeded. Maybe you want to do it again. Maybe this time you want to take a friend and cry out at the top of your lungs. You heard right. The Rocky Horror Picture Show with live action is coming back to the Elmira Drive-In on September 24th. So get your fishnets ready and be sure to get a seat at the front row and catch all the action firsthand. Don't be that person around the water cooler stuck listening to all the crazy stories about what everyone else did that weekend. Be the person telling the stories. Mark your calendars. September 24th at the Elmira Drive-In for the experience of a lifetime.
See you at the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Rated R. Under 17. Not admitted without parent.
Aye. The next thing we have here to play free be John Finetti's Hiking is a Walk That Sucks and Other Concerns. And he goes into great detail about beaver tails. I'm be wondering, beaver tails be anything like elephant ears? And if they are, I can understand what happens during the segment.
I moved to Los Angeles, so I bought a condo, a little condo. Now I have to go shopping for the condo. I'm not a good shopper. And I just started shopping randomly, and I knew the first thing I bought was gonna be ugly. I didn't want any trouble. I went in and bought a toaster. And the lady said, "Could I have your name and address?" No. I have this money, and I'm taking this toaster now. You don't need my name and address. I'm not adopting it. I'm purchasing it. I might throw it off a building after I leave here. She asked me, she said, "Would you like to buy the warranty?" For the toaster? No, I think I'm going to absorb the risk on this one. I'm not a gambler, but I'm feeling lucky today. If this toaster should break, and God forbid that day should come, I'm going to take another $39 out of my pocket and buy another toaster, because that's how I live. On the edge. I just don't. Stupid. Now, after I got the condo all filled up, they sent me back out on the road. And I toured Canada. And it's been a pleasure touring Canada. It really has been. And, well, listen. The first date in Canada was Ottawa. In January. That's the best time to go. It's not all touristy in January. The hotel rates are favorable. My suite was $39. Or you could give them a toaster, either one. They don't care. But Ottawa's a beautiful city, and they have people, the river freezes, and people skate on the river. It's beautiful to watch. And they have these snack bars on the ice. And they sell these things called beaver tails. Oh, yeah. You applauded for beaver tails. You really are my people. So, So you have to skate. You have to skate to the beaver tail. Now the beaver tail's, it's like this big. It's a fried dough of death thing. It's all your Weight Watchers points, by the way. I had to buy other people's points in my group. Now, listen, I am not an official Weight Watchers representative. I'm part of a rogue splinter organization where you can buy and sell points in the black market. So, you had to ice skate to the beaver tail, which is just cruel. Well, you can smell the beaver tails, you can smell the fried dough from your hotel room. It was making me crazy. So the third day I was like, give me ice skates. I skated to the beaver tail. And there was this nice family from Ottawa, a mom and dad and 2 kids. And they were in front of the beaver tail stand. I just remember that look in their eyes, you know? Like, oh, well, he'll stop. I couldn't and I didn't. Cost me some tickets to the show that night, I'll tell you that. And I bought them all beaver tails while the paramedics looked them over. I'm not an outdoors person either. I like the lake, I like to go swimming in the ocean, that kind of thing, but so hiking, no. Hiking is a walk that sucks. You know what you do when you walk? I love to walk. You walk to the movies, you walk in the mall, you walk in the park. Hiking, you hike down a ravine, you hike up a mountain, you were hiking and you found a dead body. My friends took me hiking, and when we got to the lake, there was a kayak. Kayaks are now on my list. What is it? Is it a canoe for people with no friends? Mine didn't move. I'm not too big, the kayak is too small. They had to pull me out like a champagne cork. We got him. I'm wedged in this kayak going, if I fart in this kayak, it's gonna have 1,000-meter kill radius. It's gonna go off like a Claymore mine. I was in Jamaica, and they lost my luggage. And by the way, Air Canada, I'm flying Air Canada tomorrow. Very good airline. Lighten up at the check-in. Yeah. Oh, seriously. It's, excuse me, I'm going to New York. You're checking over there at the machine. I'm going to New York. There's a machine over there. Do you have your confirmation number? Do you have your confirmation number? What do you do? Do you just point at the machine all day? I'm gonna buy them a sign, checking that machine, and they'll lay your ass off. My bag was a kilo over. Oh my God! Take a kilo, put it out of the bag. Put a kilo out of the bag. A kilo? What am I gonna do? Cut a pair of underwear in half? If a kilo makes a difference in this bag going on that plane, I'm not going on that plane. I was in Jamaica and the airlines lost my luggage. I won't say what airline, but they lost my luggage. And there's not a lot of big and talls in Jamaica. I bought an extra large shirt, and I had jeans on. I cut the jeans too short. Alcohol was involved in this decision. Oh, yeah, I look like a hooker. And the world's least successful hooker, I'm not bragging. There was a ride in Jamaica called a banana boat. It was an inflatable banana. And there were 3 of them going out at once. And it was actually fun, and I was dressed like a hooker. So I wanted something to take my mind off things. So I got on this inflatable banana. And the motorboat pulls it, and it was a lot of fun. Till the motorboat took the hard left. And I went sailing off the banana boat into the other banana boat. And there's that poor family from Ottawa. And they're like, there's not even a beaver tail stand here. Why are you following us? When I was in Los Angeles, I went to the doctor. And I'm getting older, and I wanted to make sure that I was okay for the road. The doctor did a blood test, a stress test, and blood pressure, and they were really good. Now, the doctor looked at me, shocked. She goes, these numbers are good. She goes, did you know you're allergic to wheat? I did not know that. The next time one of my friends call me and say, John, we're going wheat picking, would you like to come? I'll have to say no. The doctor said I was allergic. Then I thought, wait a minute, maybe I should ask questions. Wheat is flour. Oh, I said, what does this wheat thing mean? She said, do you eat a lot of gluten? I don't know what gluten is, but yes, I would say yes. I think I'm mostly gluten, to be honest with you. I don't know. And she gave me a book of things that have gluten in it. You know what has gluten in it? Everything! I said, check again, maybe it's just cancer. I didn't take it well. Have you tried gluten-free stuff? It needs gluten. If you want to know where the gluten section is in your local supermarket, look for someone with a gun in their mouth. Because bullets are gluten-free. Then I tried some gluten-free bread. I immediately asked for gluten spread so that I might reintroduce the gluten. I hope they make I can't believe it's not gluten. The gluten-free bread doesn't toast. It broke the toaster. $39. I should have bought the warranty. I love you, Montreal.
I think that I shall never see my feet. I think it only proper to end this portion of our discussion with a prayer. Lord, my soul is ripped with riot, incited by my wicked diet. We are what we eat, said a wise old man. And Lord, if that's true, I'm a garbage can. I want to rise on Judgment Day, that's plain. But at my present weight, I'll need a crane. So grant me strength that I may not fall into the clutches of cholesterol. May my flesh with carrot curls be sated, that my soul may be polyunsaturated. and show me the light that I may bear witness to the President's Council on Physical Fitness. At oleo margarine I'll never mutter, for the road to hell is spread with butter, and cream is cursed, and cake is awful, and Satan is hiding in every waffle. Mephistopheles lurks in provolone, the devil is in each slice of bologna, Beelzebub is a chocolate drop, and Lucifer is a lollipop. Give me this day my daily slice, but cut it thin and toast it twice. I beg upon my dimpled knees, deliver me from jujubes. And when my days of trial are done, and my war with malted milks is won, let me stand with the saints in heaven in a shining robe, size 37. I can do it, Lord, if you'll show to me the virtues of lettuce and celery. If you'll teach me the evil of mayonnaise, the sinfulness of hollandaise, and pasta alla milanese, and potatoes alla leonese, and crisp fried chicken from the south. Lord, if you love me, shut my mouth.
There be Victor Bruno's that man's prayers. I do believe that from time to time, some of us need to remember or even reminisce. Starts with an R, means to yacht. Well, I'll be cutting a commercial. Maybe I can remember what it is. Ruminate upon them. I will have to think upon this one. Starts with an R.
Hey, there's Hasbro. Hasbro makes toys. What's new, Hasbro?
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head with their own cars and trailers. That's what's new. See, Mr. Potato Head has a car and boat trailer. And there's a car and shopping trailer for his wife, Mrs. Potato Head. It's such fun to do, and so easy. Like this. Take any fruit or vegetable. Just stick in eyes, then ears, and then the mouth. You can make the funniest looking people in the whole world. Potato Head people look different every time you make them. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head with cars and trailers come in $1 and $2 sizes.
What else is new, Hasbro?
A vanity case with toy cosmetics and beautiful accessories and real-looking doctor and nurse kits.
Hasbro makes great toys. It's fun to play with Hasbro.
When last we left our courageous duo, they were off on a shopping foray, seeking out injustice.
Oh, goody, Sidekick! You're here! Right where I left you! The latest Beetle Bailey came in for me, and great Scott! What den of dastardly villainy has just popped up and now lays just beneath our very noses?
What? Where?
Right there! That duplicitous den of demagoguery, and it must be writhing with evil. For to hide that very reality, the villains made it bright pink, with really cute cupcakes painted on it too!
Do you mean Bee Sweets? The sweetest place in town? They've been there for months. I go there all the time while I wait for you, because you won't let me into Heroes.
We'll need to figure out how to sneak in there and discover what depths their nefarious plans have coalesced to. We may need disguises.
We don't need to break in. We can just walk right in through the front door. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. They're not evil, not at all. Make any kind of artistic cake you can think of, and they taste great. Make all kinds of incredible pastries, too. And the macarons are always changing and beautiful as well as delicious. You can even find the flavors of the day by going to their Facebook page at Bee Sweets.
Bee Sweets, huh? A strange name for a villainous hideout. Come, Sidekick, let us go forth and further investigate this domicile of pinkness.
Tune in next time as our cake adventurers find themselves trapped with nowhere to run and are forced to decide between delicious macarons or delectable cupcakes, or face the wrath of the bakery delights from which no man can resist.
Bee Sweets. It's the pink building located at 121 West 14th Street in the Elmira Heights, directly across from Heroes Comics. And they're not evil, not at all.
Aye, one of the things I've been doing for the past few weeks is introducing you some different versions of Starway to Heaven. And here's one by a group out of Australia, I think, or was it? I'm not be sure where they from, but they're called the Rock Lobsters, with their own special version of Starway to Heaven.
Well, there's a lady who's sure all the glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows.
What does she know?
If the stores are all closed,
Stars are all closed.
with a word she can get.
Get what?
What she came for.
There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure. 'Cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven.
There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen.
What have you seen?
Rings of smoke through the trees.
Rings of smoke?
And the voices of those who stand looking.
What are they looking at? Makes us wonder.
Your head is humming, and it won't go. In case you don't know, the Piper is calling you to join him.
Makes us wonder.
Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind? Well, it makes me wonder. And she's buying the stairway to heaven.
Rendezvous.
Hey, Bobby, you know what they call a real dangerous rainstorm? A rain of terror. Ha! I make it funny.
It's time once again to Ask Dr. Science. So let's ask Dr. Science.
That's me.
Remember, he knows more than you do.
That's right.
Gil Greggert from Stillwater, Minnesota writes, Dear Dr. Science, where does middle-aged spread come from? Why haven't I been able to find it at my grocer's?
You can, but you might have to show ID first. You have to be over 35 to purchase middle-aged spread, although some younger people have achieved a pear-shaped figure on their own. Middle-aged spread differs from general obesity in its distribution on the body. One would expect a chubby person with an ample waist to be chubby all over. Well, this holds true with overweight children or young adults, but many is the porky adult over 35 who has thin arms and legs, but a prodigious waistline. Science classifies middle-aged spread with quirks and quarks as examples of natural quirkdom.
Thank you, Dr. Science. Send your science questions to Ask Dr. Science. Remember, he's not a real doctor.
I have a master's degree
in science.
Then there are the mental traits that you presume only children would have and that we would grow out of, and we don't. One of those is a thing called anthropomorphism, our tendency to see human traits in things that just aren't human, right? Every Disney movie about cars and planes is based on this. A couple of headlamps and a radiator grille, it looks like a face. You can see the way a child's imagination would fill in those gaps. But of course, we'd still do that, right? You'd think you'd grow out of it, but a very good example of this was last year. Those stories that appeared here, about these mansions in London and Holland Park, and these £50 million houses owned by billionaires, and that's not enough space for them. They want more space, but they can't buy the space or land around them because other billionaires own the land around them and the other houses, so they have to dig down. Remember all this, like all these things about planning permission for 4-story deep basements into which they put their swimming pools and they put their theatre and they put their servants' quarters and their third kitchen and all we did. And when you get the planning permission to actually do it, you just need to drive a digger into the house and dig, literally move 60 feet of soil out of this and create this massive hole. So you get this massive hole underneath the house with a digger sitting at the bottom of it. And it's really difficult in a place like Holland Park to stop it all in order to drive a crane into these narrow roads and lean over and take the digger out. So what they make the digger do, they make the digger dig another hole at the bottom of the big hole. And they drive the digger into the hole. And they fill the hole with concrete. Loving your reaction. Loving your reaction, right? I mean, it doesn't have googly eyes printed on the front of it, right? It's just a mechanical shovel. But people go, oh, the digger, right? I'd understand being that upset if it was like immigrant labour that they were talking about. I mean, that would generally be scandalous if there's a bloke going, well done, lads, excellent digging. Could you dig another hole while you're down there, lads? Could you? Oh, it saves us a fortune in ladders. If you're upset about that, if you're upset in any way about the digger, right, and I could hear the pain in the crowd tonight, I don't even want to tell you how they dug the Channel Tunnel. It will kill you if I tell you how they dug this is how they dug the Channel Tunnel, right? They got these big chuggy machines, which are like a mole machine that would dig and pull the soil behind itself, right? And they sent them from France, and they sent them from England, chug, 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 chug into the ground, creating the tunnel. Chug, 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 chug into the ground. They went down under the English Channel. Chug, 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 all the way down until they almost met in the middle. Chug, 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 chug. And when they're about to meet, chug, 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 they turned them 90 degrees. Chug, 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 off the line of the tunnel, and they bricked them into the wall. So genuinely, if you get the train from London to Paris or Paris to London, you pass the last resting place of the chuggy machine that dug the tunnel. That kills me. Just the thought of the guy on the last day getting into the chuggy machine and turning the key and going, how are you, chuggy? And chuggy turning round and going, will we see France today, will we? Any day now, Chuggy. Any day now. Is Calais as beautiful as they say? Oh, the supermarkets go on for miles, Chuggy. You'll love it. Can I practice on you? Go on, Chuggy. You can practice on me. Je m'appelle Chuggy. Oh, Chuggy, that's very good. Will they like me in France? They're going to love you in France, Chuggy. They're going to love you in France. Chuggy, oui. Do you mind turning 90 degrees to the right here just for a second? We're still going to France. Oh, we're still going to France, Chuggy. Don't you worry about that. We're still going to France. You just pull in here for a second. Ah, that's very good, Chuggy. Ah, you're a great little chugger. Ah, well done, Chuggy. Ah, that's great. I'll stop here now for a second, Chuggy. No, I just have to get out and do something for a second, Chuggy. So I'm just going to leave you here. You have a little sleep for yourself. Have a little sleep for yourself and dream of chateaus and cheese and bicycle races and vineyards. You have a lovely dream for yourself. Night, night, Chuggy. Night, night. Night, night, Chuggy. Brick it up. And on the other side of the tunnel, there's a man walking backwards with a beret on going, couchez-vous, Chagon. Couchez-vous. See, I think that's funny, right? But an hour after every gig, I get hundreds of tweets just going, F*** you, hashtag poor old Chuggy.
Oh, poor Chuggy. I read about him that happening so long ago, and my heart went out to poor Chuggy way back then. And it weren't for the reasons some people think of anapor miser, you know. And I had the word a moment ago. Starts with an A. It means making things seem like they be human that aren't human, which actually be what that part was called. That fair be by Dora O'Brien. I felt bad about how Chuggy going that way. For one major reason. Could you imagine the practical jokes if you could have that? You could sit here and tunnel along underneath someone's house and say, hey, I just made you a new basement. And then the whole house kind of caves in. Well, it's funny if you understand it correctly. I'm a pirate, leave me be. Aye. Oh, here's a good one. Now here be Celis Media with Doctor Who. Who? Aye, you know who. Him. Aye. Or maybe her.
You may not know this, but I'm really a very sentimental dog. I cry easily. Onions, for instance, always make me cry. I'll admit, I split bananas, take Easter eggs, and make them die. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Once I saw a salad dressing. My face got radish, my oh my. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Potatoes I've mashed, and berries I've crushed. I've made an artichoke, and that's not all. I've also whipped cream and beaten an egg. Yes, I've even made a melon ball. Of all the things above, I'm guilty. If punished, I would know just why. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Oh, why should they make me cry?
There be Rolf from the Muppets show with I Never Hurt an Onion. I'd be remiss, though, if I didn't at least say one thing. Not about the onions, but about the request line. Its phone number be 323-HEAVE-HO. 1-323-432-8346.
It's yum yum fun that is cool and keen, and its name is the Snoopy Snow Cone Machine. You put ice cubes in and get a snow cone out. This is fun. Yum yum fun is what it's all about.
Some assembly required, and you mix the punch flavor.
It's yummy Snoopy. It's yum yum fun that is cool and keen, and its name is the Snoopy Snow Cone Machine.
Snoopy Snow Cone Machine comes with everything you see here from Hasbro.
Let's be a stopping into BC's restaurant and see what Mike be a cooking up.
But I brought us some raw squid and salami sandwiches so we could his picnic.
Oh, that's nice. But I wanted to treat you to a nice meal.
I'll save these for later.
Aye, let's be fetching in.
Oh, this is nice.
Aye, that'd be. And it looks like an old-fashioned diner at that.
And looks at this menu. It looks so good. They got the wings, the subs and salads. I think I get a BC big plate. Let's see. It comes with the cheeseburger, the hot dog, the fries, the cheese sauce, the meat sauce, and the coleslaw. Better mix that too. What are you having, my little pumpernickel?
I think I'll be having a double dog special. Oh, goody. It'd be a coming with chips and a drink too. Ha ha ha.
BC's Restaurant, 238 Oakwood Avenue, Elmira Heights. They have indoor, outdoor, and takeout available. 607-735-2166. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. You're listening to 1410 WELM Elmira and 106.5 FM The Pirate.
Welcome back to me second hour, me show, me boy. And boy, oh boy, have we got some splendiferous bits and baubles right in store for ye. For example, the Final 40. It'd be extremicated right from the request sent to us via the mail of...
That's email, you dolt.
That's what me be saying.
They can also call us at 323-HEAVE-HO.
I'd like to heave-ho you.
But was that my little pumpernickel?
Nothing, my dear. You old sea hag.
Well, here, let me help you get this show going again.
Avast, you old bat. Heave-ho!
Heave-ho! Heave-ho!
We're all doomed. Oh, that's better.
See? I made it so better. I'm going to see about that dinner and work on my suntan.
Me's not even hungry, and it's be night time out, you crazy old bat. And don't slam the door. I think it's time for us to get in the old Wayback Machine. And what I be meaning? Well, we're gonna go way to the back of the stacks and find a nice little song that might be reflective of time since past. For it be an example of this. Oh yes, that's the Hombres with Let It All Hang Out.
preach, my dear friends, you're about to receive on John Barleycorn, nicotine, and the temptations of Eve.
No parking by the sewer sign, hot dog, my razor broke, water dripping up the spout, but I don't care, let it all hang out. Hanging from a pine tree by my knees, sunshine through the shade, nobody knows what it's all about, it's too much, man, let it all hang out. Saw a man walking upside down, my TV's on the blink, made Galileo look like a Boy Scout. Sorry about that, let it all hang out. Sleep all day, drive all night, brain my numb, can't stop now, for sure ain't no doubt, keep an open mind, let it all hang out. Inside a big brown moon, how does that mess your baby up leg? Eating a Reuben sandwich with sauerkraut. Don't stop now, baby, let it all hang out. Let it all hang out. Let it all hang out. Let it all hang out.
I admire Brother Leon Spinks too, a whole bunch, you know. I hope in my heart, really hope in my heart that again you get a chance to put some money away. Before they steal it all. You know what I mean? Because I know they on him like flies on shit, man. You know. Wish somebody could talk to him and say, hey, brother, put some away for at least 20 years, you know? Something. It don't matter about how much you sniff, put it away, sniff the interest. Leon, though, you gotta admit, Brother Leon had bad luck. I mean, he got a good heart, man. This got a good heart. You know he's a good human being because he gave Ali, he said, I may be dumb, but I know right from wrong. He gave Ali a shot, you know what I'm saying? And didn't even want him to fight Ali. I hate when white people be calling Spinks dumb too, right? Don't you think he's dumb? My mind immediately say, what does this mother think of me if I agree with him? I mean, he may not articulate the language, but it ain't his anyway. Like to see how you do in Zaire, mother. But bad luck to be tipping up on Leon the mother. Hello. That's what gives him such heart to fight. Leon say, I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no typhus. And I definitely ain't got no driver's license. I worked in St. Louis, man, about 4 weeks ago, and there was about 10,000 people in the audience, and all them looked like Leon Spinks. Even the white people look like Leon Spinks in St. Louis. But bad luck be with him, Jack. Here's a nigga get busted for $1.50 worth of cocaine. Do you hear me? $1.50 worth of cocaine. Have you ever seen $1.50 worth of cocaine? $1.50 worth of cocaine melt before you open the paper. You got to have a ballistics expert on the spot to examine that kind of shit. And people say, well, how did he get busted for $1.50 worth of cocaine? I have a theory. Would you like to hear it? If you buy $1.50 worth of cocaine from any cocaine dealer in America, he gonna tell on your ass. Ain't no dealer in America facing life in prison for $1.50 alone. He gonna tell on you. You can't go to his house at 7 in the morning. I'm out. Who is it? Leon. What you want, man?
$1.50 worth of cocaine.
You got to be crazy.
Hey, don't worry about it, bro. I'll pay you tomorrow.
Say, baby, you want to fix up that $1.50 worth of cocaine for Leon and make that phone call we was talking about? Here you go, champ. Try to get to the car with it. Put it in your hat. Leon be wearing some hats. Leon got some hats for your ass. I mean,
What it look like? Freaky dicky.
Aye, that'd be. That her be the late, great Richard Pryor. Aye. Now, with $1.50 cocaine. Aye. Even with the rate of inflation, $1.50 weren't nothing way back in the olden days. I think I said it. I speculated. Well, let's go on to the next thing. Well, now we have the great Luke Ski with Snoopy the dog.
Hey, Maestro, how's about a little tune to liven up the evening? That's what I like about you, Chuck. You really know how to throw a party. I've been kissed by a dog! I have dog germs! Get hot water! Get some disinfectant! Get some iodine!
Snoopy the dog.
From the streets of St. Paul, come home I bounce. Snoopy the dog snoozing atop my dog house. I may play a joke cool, but I know my place as a world famous World War I flying ace. 'Twas a dark and stormy night when I grabbed my ammo, faced a cursed red baron in my sop with camel. I'm living my life as I wish, and I do a happy dance when there's food in my dish. If Woodstock is ever under attack, I'll smack the cat next door because I got my birdies back.
Yeah, the king of 4-panel strips, we rule United Features Syndicate.
What's my supper-loving name? It's the round-headed kid, sigh and a frown on the pitcher's mound. Good old Charlie Brown, gonna win the baseball game is his big belief. A line drive through his clothes off again. Peppermint Patty calls him Chuck and thinks he's fine, but it's the little red-haired girl who gets his Valentine. Lucy's a thud, watch her lie like a rug. Pull the football away, flies and lands with a no shock. He's a blockhead who always gets mocked. Christmas gets him down on Halloween, he got a rock. After losing yet another to the kite-eating tree, he said,
"Why's everybody always picking on me?"
Now Linus believes the great pumpkin's in the air. The Blake-tonic thumb sucker just don't care. Sally's sweet baboo won't face the truth. Needs some help from the nickel psychiatry booth. Lucy's temper is huge. Begrudge a fuss budget who dislikes my pooch. Smooch. Thanks to Schroeder, she's betrothed, but he just ignores a play in Beethoven. Stepping with Peppermint Patty, a tomboy with Marcy doting on her.
Don't call me sir.
But forget all them, cause there's no equal to me, the street beagle. What's my Charles Schultz name? What's this cloud of smoke? Oh, it's just Pigpen. Let's go meet up with Franklin at Knott's Berry Farm. Only 10 miles from the LBC. Thanks for everything, Sparky. We miss you. Peace.
Ranch. I oughta slug you. You blockhead! Why can't I have an ordinary dog like everybody else?
I would. Oh, God, yes. Oh, that is gorgeous. Yeah. I need a cup of the brown stuff the shade of an acorn, made warm by the same source that I take my cakes from. Using a teapot, a mug or fine china, been hooked up to IVs, need constant supplies, and a drip for my urges might verge on perverted with earthy brown tea. I'm certain it's worth it. With Sherpas who work hers and use a fresh fountain, I've discerned brews from Peruvian mountains. I've slurped up a cup from an elephant's trunk with a couple of monks who utterly stunk. I've had bourbons with sultans and creams with queens, and I've bathed in Earl Grey. I'm really that keen, and missionaries dismiss me for my single epiphany. The diff between him and me is a simple sip of British tea. So when times are hard and life is rough, you can stick the kettle on and find me a cup. Now when I say Earl Grey, you say yes please, Earl Grey. Yes please, Earl Grey. Yes please. When I say Assam, you say lovely, Assam. Lovely, Assam. Lovely. When I say ooh, you say ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Oh, we're gone. Not wrong, yeah. I've been around the world in 80 brews to see the place it takes me to make a brew that tastes like the cream cakes made by angels do. I'm not the same as you, get shaky but aim to swing amazing fluids but don't make it the same. Now using fine leaves picked by pretty maidens in a bag knitted by a seamstress who lives in Copenhagen, brewed up in a pot made of semi-precious metal, let the blessed content settle in my very special kettle. Now when I say ooh, you say long. Ooh, long. Ooh, long. When I say herbal, you say no thanks. Herbal, no thanks. Herbal, no thanks. No. No, I want milk in it. Strong though. I want to see that spoon stand up. If you're tired of tea, then you're tired of blood. I'm madder than a hatter, and it fires my mic. Liken me to Earl Grey, Assam or Ginger, Lapsang, Souchon, raise my pinky finger. Keep your sodding coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot and spot me lobbing teapot to your poncy rotten coffee shop. Coffee clots nodding off, lost the plot, sodding off. Need some caffeine tannin and a Battenberg to top it off. Cut them off a different cloth, a different lot can take their beer on 80 cups a day. I haven't slept for 80 years. You could say I'm mad for tea or just say I'm mad. Oh, you can't stay any longer. Oh, actually, I'm quite glad. All the more Battenberg for me. I can barely pour, my hands have got a bit shaky from caffeine. Oh, love it though. I'd sell my old grandma for a cup. Well, I'd sell your grandma for a cup.
Aye, cup of brown joy. Yep, you might recognize the performer there. That there be Professor Elemental, fighting trousers himself. Aye, I like a good cup of tea myself. Not a big coffee fan, but Babushka, she could have it. She'd have an IV directly put right in. You know, those medical, PECs or whatever they call them, and just have it put straight to the bloodstream for her coffee. Me, not so much. Now, let us be going over to the world of Weird Al Yankovic with Dare to Be Stupid.
Put down the chainsaw and listen to me. It's time for us to join in the fight. It's time to let your babies grow up to be cowboys. It's time to let the bedbugs fight. You better put all your eggs in one basket. You better count your chickens before they hatch. You better sell some wine before it's time. You better find yourself an itch to scratch.
You better squeeze all the charmin you can when Mr. Whipple's not around. Stick your head in the microwave and get yourself a tan.
Talk with your mouth full. Bite the hand that feeds you. Bite on more than you can chew. What can you do? Dare to be stupid. Take some wooden nickels. Look for Mr. Goodbar. Get your mojo working now. I'll show you how. You can dare to be stupid. You can turn the other cheek. You can just give up the ship.
You can eat a bunch of sushi, then forget to leave a tip.
Dare to be stupid. Come on and dare to be stupid. It's so easy to do. Dare to be stupid. We're all waiting for you. Let's go. It's time to make a mountain out of a molehill. So can I have a volunteer? There's no more time for crying over spilled milk. Now it's time for crying in your beer. Settle down, raise a family, join the PTA. Buy some sensible shoes and a Chevrolet. Then party till you're broke and they drag you away. It's okay, you can dare to be stupid. It's like spitting on a fish. It's like barking up a tree.
It's like I said, you gotta buy one if you wanna get one free.
Dare to be stupid.
Yes.
Why don't you dare to be stupid? It's so easy to do. We're all waiting for you. Dare to be stupid.
Burn your candle at both ends. Look a gift horse in the mouth. Mashed potatoes can be your friends.
You can be a coffee achiever. You can sit around the house and watch Leave It to Beaver. The future's up to you. So what you gonna do? Dare to be stupid. Dare to be stupid. What did I say? Dare to be stupid. Tell me what I say. Dare to be stupid. It's alright. Dare to be stupid. We can be stupid all night. Dare to be stupid. Come on, join the crowd. Dare to be stupid. Shout it out loud. Dare to be stupid. I can't hear you. Dare to be stupid. Okay, I can hear you now. Dare to be stupid. Let's go. Dare to be stupid. 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 Dare to be stupid.
Aye, it's Weird Al just observed there. The future be up to ye. So, with that, be calling 323-432-8346. That's 323-HEAVE-HO. Make your requests so you can be heard loud and proud. And also, don't be forgetting, you can check out encore presentations there on the Tube of You. And also, the Book of Face. That'd be right. Both the Book of Face and the Tube of You. Just type in the old words. The Captain's Quarters, 106.5, and you've got the group, the page, and all, I think Babushka said over 90 different episodes, and more coming weekly. Aye, we're catching up. We're almost there to where we almost were, where we should have been when we started out. Aye, that be a truism if you be understandingism. Now, we'll be cutting the commercial, and on a return, it'll be the final party. And you be knowing what that be, right? And if you don't, well, shame on ye, but you'll learn soon enough.
If you're a Wall Street broker, you won't have to remember the crash of '29. Just go and see the Rocky Horror Picture Show. That'll bring you down immediately. Do go and see the Rocky Horror Picture Show. All Wall Street's talking about it. see the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Rated R. Under 17. Not admitted without parent.
Squatch Den.
Hey, la chinga! Hey, man, look it over here! Oh, wow, man. Oh, is that? Oh, wow, man. Check it out, man. Is that a vinyl store? Totally awesome, man. I haven't seen a vinyl store in a long time, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, everything's gone digital, man. Totally bummer, dude. Hey, man. Let's go in. Let's check it out, man. This could be really cool. Hey, yeah, come on, man. Hey, man. This is really awesome. Oh, wow, man. This is far out, man. Look at all the shirts, man. Hey, man, yeah, look at the music. They got vinyl. They got CDs. Hey, man, they even got cassettes. That's gonna go well with my lowrider, man. Yeah, man. Oh. And look at all the shirts, man. Ain't no tie-dyes, but they're totally awesome, man. Yeah, man, yeah, they're all band shirts. New band shirts. Hey, we need some new band shirts, man. All our stuff is old, man. Man, you're totally right, man. Oh, this stuff's all like from 2000 on up. Man, these is totally... I never even heard of some of these bands, but they look awesome, man. Hey, they're playing them in the background here, man. They are awesome! And check it out, man. They do photography. We got some pictures we can do. Hey, man, we can show them some pictures. Yeah, man.
My name is Ash. I'm the owner of the Squatch Den, located at 2082 College Avenue in Elmira Heights, New York, right across from Edison High, and we are open daily, Monday through Sunday, 12 to 6.
Squatch Den.
All music, all the time.
Well, here it be, the final 40, and it's where we turn the show over to ye. And if you decide that ye decided it's got to go straight to the bottom of the old ocean, right down to Davy Jones' locker, here's your opportunity to do such a thing. But if ye decide you want to be heading to Sweetwater and everything be glorious and amazing, this too is your opportunity. So, you could be opposing, or you could be, I had a word for that. Hi. Well, let's go straight to the phone lines and see what we shall see.
Always enjoy listening to your program. I'm Sir Kyle, Captain Kyle, as they call me, of the Captain of SS Honda. I am calling to request a song mimic. Oh, happy joy from the Ren and Stimpy Show. Ho, ho, ho. Have a good one.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old pal, Stinky Whizzleteeth. This is a song about a whale. No! This is a song about being happy. That's right. It's the Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy song.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy.
I don't think you're happy enough. That's right. I'll teach you to be happy. I'll teach your grandmother to suck eggs. Now, boys and girls, let's try it again.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy.
If and you ain't the granddaddy of all liars, the little critters of nature, they don't know that they're ugly. That's very funny. A fly marrying a bumblebee. I told you I'd shoot, but you didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me?
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, 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 joy, joy, joy.
Hey baby, wake up from your asleep. We have arrived onto the future and the whole world is become electronic, supersonic, supersonic, electronic. Hey baby, ride with me away. just lock it. I put my go plug in your socket.
The sun and sky is bright like fire.
You and me gets higher and higher.
Cut off communication via.
Only thing can stop us is flat tire. Hey love crusader, I want to be your space invader. For you I would descend the deepest moon crater. I is more stronger than Darth Vapor. Obey me, I is your new dictator. For you is Venus, I am Mars. With you I is more richer than all the czars. Make a wishes on a shooting stars. Then for you I will play on my cosmic guitars.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your belt seats. We has commenced our descent. I trust you enjoy this flight as much as you enjoy this accent.
Now back on Earth, it's time for a down splash. Into sea of eternal glory my spaceship crash. People have arrived for to cheer me from near and far. And as I float, I open door and shout, I, world's biggest, washed up superstar. Electronic, as for sure as the sun rises in the west. Of all the singers and poets on earth, I am the bestest. Come, let me put a ring of Jupiter on your finger. Then like a smell around you, I will forever linger. Okay, it's time for end, no more will I sing. Let me take you back in time. I want for you to experience Big Bang. Long live space race. Long live Movania.
There be's lad, electronic, supersonic. Now we have to go right back to the phone lines and see what's been requested.
Hi, my name is Shelby. My friend Tammy talks about your show all the time, and I just wanted to call and request a song. After the ball is over, Susie took out her glass eye. Happy 105th episode to the captain's quarters. 3 years and still going strong.
Well, I met a girl called Mary, she was pretty as could be. It was love at first sight, we decided to get married. The following day was the wedding, we invited one and all. The merry men were playing, man, we had a ball. But after the ball was over, Mary took out her glass eye. She put her false teeth in water, and she hung out her hair to dry. Then she unscrewed her wooden leg and threw it against the wall. Oh, what had become of my Mary after the ball? Well, I tried my best with Mary, but she worried me. Always needed fixing or some accessory. Sometimes it was a washer, sometimes it was a screw. Always some adjusting, man, I didn't know what to do. But after the ball was over, Mary took out her glass eye. She put her false teeth in water, and she hung out her hair to dry. Then she unscrewed her wooden leg and threw it against the wall. Oh, what has become of my Mary after the ball? Well, Mary was a problem, and without a doubt, she had me working night and day. I was all worn out, but I still love Mary, and I still have a ball. At least I still have something. Some men can't get woman at all. But after the ball was over, Mary took out her glass eye. She put her false teeth in water, and she hung out her hair to dry. Then she unscrewed her wooden leg and threw it against the wall. untrue, her wooden leg, unproven against the wall. Oh, what has become of my Mary after the part?
Let me give you an example of what I call the same thing happens every night. It's supper time. Do you have children? 2. Okay. That qualifies. Because a person with 1 child, I don't call them really a parent. Because there are too many things left out. For instance, if something's broken in the house, you have 1 child, you know who did it. See, you don't have to go through. You know the child did it. Also, people with 1 child do not have to go through, will you stop touching me? I mean, if you got 1 child and the child's doing that, then you got to take it away, you know. Now, the same thing happens every night. We have 5 children. They sit in the center. My wife is at this end, I'm at this end. Now, my wife looks the situation over, and she can tell when the children are not going to eat anymore. See, she can tell. They've fooled around long enough. All right, now you fooled around long enough. Everybody get up from the table. My wife says this every night. Everybody get up from the table, go upstairs, take off all your clothes, get into the shower, please turn on the water. You have to tell them to do that, because if you don't, they'll just wander around the tub. And then get out and get in the bed. Please use soap. That's mostly for my son. Rinse yourselves off. Dry yourselves off. Put on clean pajamas. Get into the bed and go to sleep. Now, if these brain-damaged children would do that, there would be no beatings. But there's going to be a beating tonight. And the children get up to go upstairs, and I kiss them goodnight, and I try to warn them. Please, do what your mother says, or somebody's going to get it tonight. And the children kiss me, and they pat me on my head, and they smile and look at me as if to say, dear man, thank you for your kindness and your wonderful attitude about this whole situation. But you don't understand. We cannot sleep through the night unless we've had a good beating. And so they go upstairs, and I can tell they're going to get it because they've started already before they even get upstairs. Will you stop touching me? And you're touching me, you stop me, you're touching me, you're touching me. Mine! Now they get upstairs, and all you hear is... Now my wife talks to the ceiling. All right up there. I know you don't want me to come up there. I don't hear any water running. Now downstairs comes our 7-year-old, the informer. This is the same child that my wife sends with me whenever I'm going out somewhere. The informer's favorite words are, guess what? Mom, guess what?
Ennis popped me in on the behind with the towel, so I said, Ennis, I'm gonna tell Mom on you. Go upstairs and tell him I said not to do it again and take your clothes off. Okay, but I know he's just gonna pop me in the behind again, because he's always popping people. 4 minutes later, downstairs comes the 4-year-old. She is naked and wet. Shampoo in her hair has run into her eye. She's running in place and yelling. Walking with her, also naked and wet, with a smile on her face, is the informer. See, Mom, I told you. Ennis took and poured water on the baby and the shampoo run into her eye and she may be blinded for life. Now my son, who is 11 years old, comes downstairs. He has on his pajamas. They are stuck to his body because he forgot to dry himself. Mom, I'm trying to take a shower upstairs, and so then they come in the shower. I told them I'm too grown for them to be showering with me. I don't want them. The baby turns and kicks him. The 7-year-old punches him. He punches the baby. Shoves the 7-year-old. They're fighting. My wife turns around, grabs a yardstick. She holds it like a samurai warrior. She then makes an announcement that the beatings will now begin by saying, I have had enough of this. Now these 3 brain-damaged people have the nerve to look surprised. My wife says, shh. Children run everywhere. Now my job is I am the goalie. The children come at me, I kick them back into play. Now the beatings are over, not because I see my wife, but because I hear all of upstairs going, Now here's the funny part. My wife comes downstairs with the broken stick, throws it on the table, sits down, and begins to talk out loud to nobody. You're going to tell me that you are not going to do something when I tell you to do something? I mean, you move when I say move. Think I carried you in my body for 9 months so you can roll your eyes at me? I'll roll that little head of yours down on the floor. You don't know who you're fooling with. I'll beat you until you can't grow anymore. Now this woman graduated from college.
Aye, that there be Bill Cosby with the same thing happens every night. Reposted off on the Book of Face. You remember, you could go to the Book of Face, type in the Captain's Quarters 106.5 and join us there in the group or the page and make your requests known that far away. We'll be cutting a commercial and be back with the second half of the Final 40.
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant.
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe you went, maybe you couldn't. Maybe you tried. Maybe you succeeded. Maybe you want to do it again. Maybe this time you want to take a friend and cry out at the top of your lungs. You heard right. The Rocky Horror Picture Show with live action is coming back to the Elmira Drive-In on September 24th. So get your fishnets ready and be sure to get a seat at the front row and catch all the action firsthand. Don't be that person around the water cooler stuck listening to all the crazy stories about what everyone else did that weekend. Be the person telling the stories. Mark your calendars. September 24th at the Elmira Drive-In for the experience of a lifetime.
at the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
Aye, now let us be finding out which way the winds shall blow by going right to the old telephono. I almost got a rhymey there.
Congratulations, Captain, on 105 episodes or shows. And as such, I want to request a song by a group called Little Big, and the name of the song is Taco. Again, congratulations, Captain.
Ay, 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 I like to it. Ay, 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 I like to it. Ay, 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 I like to it. Ay, 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 I like tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. I like to eat, you like to eat. Everybody wanna have a dinner like me. I like to eat, you like to eat. Everybody wanna have a dinner like me.
Yum, yum, yum. Everybody. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Everybody.
Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. I like to eat, you like to eat. Everybody wanna eat salts and sweets. I like to eat, you like to eat. Everybody wanna eat salts and sweets. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like.
Everybody.
Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like. Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. Tacos, 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 tacos. Rico, rico. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like to eat. Ay, 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 I like.
Ready? 2, 3. What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Early in the morning.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Lie in the morning.
Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Early in the morning.
Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe on him. Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe on him. Stick him in a scupper with a hose pipe on him. Early in the morning.
Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning. Give him a dose of salt and water. Give him a dose of salt and water. Give him a dose of salt and water. Early in the morning. Way, hey, oh, way, hey, oh, way, hey, oh, early in the morning.
That's what we do with a drunken sailor. That's what we do with a drunken sailor. That's what we do with a drunken sailor. Lie in the morning.
I like that one. That Herbie Drunken Sailor requested the Mail of E or the Book of Face, whichever it may be, by Linda, featuring Mr. Bobby Waters, I think, taking up some of the bass there. Now here's one. Don't Ban the Bomb. It'd be by John Sanfranco.
Don't ban the bomb. My brother lives in New Mexico and works at the missile site. He's got 3 cats, 4 dogs, a rabbit to feed. To stop his employment just wouldn't be right. Don't ban the bomb. My sister carries a protest sign every night when she walks. That's not her profession, but what an excuse. Every time the Vice Squad starts putting up squawks, hey, don't ban the bomb. My mother's a Russian interpreter for the Department of State. Without the threat of a nuclear war, she'd be back on relief. What a terrible fate. So don't ban the bomb. I'm a singer of protest songs. That's how I make my buck. I'm no Rod McEwen or Jimmy Webb. Without hate as a gimmick, I'd be out of luck. So don't ban the bomb. My brother lives in New Mexico and works at the missile site. He's got 6 kids, 4 dogs, a wife to feed. To end his employment just wouldn't be right. So please, 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 don't ban the bomb. Stay calm.
Boy, it's a beautiful day outside. I think I'm gonna start mowing the lawn. Hey, how you doing, Dave? Okay, Hank, what's going on? I'm looking for my dog Rover. Darn dog got out and I can't find him anywhere. You haven't seen him, have you? No? If I do, I'll let you know. Okay, sure, appreciate it. We'll see you later, Dave. See you later, Hank. Oh, there's that Rover now. Rover, get out of here. You can't come around here while I'm mowing the lawn. Get out of here. Rover, get out of here.
I'm looking over my dead dog Rover, who I hit with a power mower. One leg is missing, the other is gone. The third leg is scattered all over the lawn. No need explaining, the one leg remaining is spinning on the carport floor. I'm looking over my dead dog Rover, who I overlooked before. I'm looking over my minced dog Rover, who I hit with a power mower. My dog's not eating, he no longer barks. He hit the propeller and turned into sparks. No need explaining, there's no dog remaining. He's part of the crash, you see. I'm looking over my dead dog Rover, who I sent to eternity.
Hank's doing Dave with my dog Rover. Now, we're gonna go right to Kibadada's Wet Dream in the Gulf Stream.
It was April the 41st. Being a quadruple leap year, I was driving in downtown Atlantis. My Barracuda was in the shop, so I was in a rented Stingray, and it was overheating. So I pulled into a Shell station. They said I'd blown a seal. I said, fix the damn thing and leave my private life out of it, okay, pal? While they were doing that, I walked over to a place called the Oyster Bar, a real dive. But I knew the owner. He used to play for the Dolphins. I said, hi, Gil! You have to yell, he's hard of hearing. Gil was also down on his luck. Fact is, he was barely keeping his head below water. I bellied up to the sandbar. He poured me the usual. Rusty snail, whole of grunion, shaken, not stirred, with a peanut butter and jellyfish sandwich on the side, heavy on the Mako. I slipped him a fin, on porpoise. I was feeling good. I even dropped a sand dollar in the box for Jerry's squids, for the halibut. Well, the place was crowded. We were packed in like sardines. They were all there to listen to the big band sounds of Tommy Dorsal. What soul! Tommy was rocking the place with a very popular tuna, Salmon Enchanted Evening, and the stage was surrounded by screaming groupers, probably there to see the bass player. One of them was this cute little yellowtail, and she's giving me the eye. So I figured this is my chance for a little fun. You know, piece of Pisces. But she said things I just couldn't fathom. She was too deep, seemed to be under a lot of pressure. Boy, could she drink. She drank a lot. I said, what's your sign? She said, Aquarium. I said, great, let's get tanked. I invited her up to my place for a little midnight bait. I said, come on, baby, only take a few minnows. She threw me that same old line. Not tonight. I got a haddock. And she wasn't kidding either, because in came the biggest, meanest looking haddock I'd ever seen come down the pike. He was covered with muscles. He came over to me and said, listen, shrimp, don't you come trolling around here. What a crab. This guy was steamed. I could see the anchor in his eyes. I turned to him, I said, baloney. You're just being shellfish. Well, I knew there was going to be trouble, and so did Gil, because he was already on the phone to the cods. The haddock hits me with a sucker punch. I catch him with a left hook. He eels over. It was a fluke, but there he was, lying on the deck, flat as a mackerel. Kelpless. I said, forget the cods, Gil. This guy's gonna need a sturgeon. Well, the yellowtail was impressed with the way I landed her boyfriend. She came over to me, she said, hey, big boy, you're really a game fish. What's your name? I said, Marlin. Well, from then on, we had a whale of a time. I took her to dinner. I took her to dance. I bought her a bouquet of flounders. And then I went home with her. And what did I get for my trouble? A case of the clams.
Oh, well, that brings us closer and closer and closer to the time we're almost upon us, where the witching hour takes us over, and Babushka is given free rein to sing and tell jokes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Getting so excited. Less than a month away, we got the Rocky Horror Picture Show coming again. I wonder if the cow gonna be there, and how they put it in fishnets. Anyway, I got great song for you this week. I sings now. Riders on the storm, riders on the storm, into this house we's born, into this world we's thrown, like a dog beat out in bone, a nectar out on lawn. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is screaming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children's play. If you'll give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road. Girl, you gotta love yours, man.
Well, I do believe we've been tortured well enough. Good night.
So just chill till the next episode.